Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. Assign a rank or rating to. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. IBM received an order for 100 computers. A group of person living under a religious rule. The Order of Saint Benedict. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. She ordered him to do the shopping. Appoint to a clerical posts. Issue commands or orders for. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. It was on the order of a mile. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. He put his desk in order. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A friend in New Mexico said that the order caused no trouble out there. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. A formal association of people with similar interests. Men from the fraternal order will staff the soup kitchen today. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. We shall consider these questions in the inverse order of their presentation. Bring into conformity with rules or principles or usage. Impose regulations. Architecture. One of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans. A request for something to be made, supplied, or served. I gave the waiter my order. Biology. Taxonomic group containing one or more families. Bring order to or into. Established customary state, especially of society. Order ruled in the streets. Make a request for something. Order a work stoppage. Often plural, a command given by a superior, e.g., a military or law enforcement officer, that must be obeyed. The British ships dropped anchor and waited for orders from London. Place in a certain order. Order the photos chronologically. The act of ordaining. The act of conferring, or receiving, holy orders. The rabbi's family was present for his ordination. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. The status of being ordained to a sacred office. The persons, or committees or departments etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. An ordered manner. Orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. The act of forming or establishing something. The activity or result of distributing or disposing persons or things properly or methodically. A group of people who work together. The act of organizing a business or an activity related to a business. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. The persons, or committees or departments etc., who make up a body for the purpose of administering something. An ordered manner. orderliness by virtue of being methodical and well organized. His compulsive organization was not an endearing quality. The act of forming or establishing something. He still remembers the organization of the club. The activity or result of distributing or disposing persons or things properly or methodically. His organization of the workforce was very efficient. A group of people who work together. The act of organizing a business or an activity related to a business. He was brought in to supervise the organization of a new department. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. The facts were familiar, but it was in the organization of them that he was original. The act of arranging and adapting a piece of music. The spatial property of the way in which something is placed. The arrangement of the furniture. The thing arranged or agreed to. They made arrangements to meet in Chicago. A piece of music that has been adapted for performance by a particular set of voices or instruments. An organized structure for arranging or classifying. He changed the arrangement of the topics. An orderly grouping, of things or persons, considered as a unit, the result of arranging. A flower arrangement. The act of putting in alphabetical order. The act of putting in alphabetical order. An arrangement according to rank. The act of arranging in a graduated series. Act of measuring or arranging or adjusting according to a scale. Ascent by or as if by a ladder. Film consisting of a succession of related shots that develop a given subject in a movie. A following of one thing after another in time. The doctor saw a sequence of patients. The action of following in order. He played the trumps in sequence. Arrange in a sequence. Determine the order of constituents in. They sequenced the human genome. Serial arrangement in which things follow in logical order or a recurrent pattern. The sequence of names was alphabetical. Several repetitions of a melodic phrase in different keys. Evaluation of performance by assigning a grade or score. What he disliked about teaching was all the grading he had to do. Changing the ground level to a smooth horizontal or gently sloping surface. The act of arranging in a graduated series. A following of one thing after another in time. Acquisition of property by descent or by will. The action of following in order. Ecology. The gradual and orderly process of change in an ecosystem brought about by the progressive replacement of one community by another until a stable climax is established. A group of people or things arranged or following in order. A succession of stalls offering soft drinks. A plan or design of something that is laid out. The act of laying out, as by making plans for something. A periodical that appears at scheduled times. A serialized set of programs. A comedy series. A group of postage stamps having a common theme or a group of coins or currency selected as a group for study or collection. The post office issued a series commemorating famous American entertainers. Electronics. Connection of components in such a manner that current flows first through one and then through the other. The voltage divider consisted of a series of fixed resistors. Mathematics. the sum of a finite or infinite sequence of expressions. Similar things placed in order or happening one after another. They were investigating a series of bank robberies. Sports. Several contests played successively by the same teams. The visiting team swept the series. The order of words in a text. An order of bacteria. The ordering of nucleotides in DNA molecules that carries the genetic information in living cells. The ordering of genes in a haploid set of chromosomes of a particular organism. The full DNA sequence of an organism. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.